Well, we're going to stay with taxes. A potentially steeper tax bill could be on the horizon for some people this year. Now, with Social Security recipients receiving a higher cost of living adjustment in 2023, that extra income could make their benefits taxable. Here with ways retirees can save this tax season is Yahoo Finance's Kerry Hannon. Kerry, good to see you. So what do retirees need to know?
Well, great to see you. So in addition to that bump up in the cost of living adjustment, retirees also in their non-retirement accounts saw some boost there as well. You know, you figure the S&P 500 was up like, what, 24% or something last year. So in capital gains and dividends, they saw a little more juicier income coming in. But there are a couple of things there's still time to do. There's three basic things. The first thing is, and this is absolutely true, many retirees continue to work part-time or as a consultant. If you're doing that, you can contribute to an individual retirement account. And if you have up until April 15th, if you're 50 and over, you can put in $7,500, lock that off your gross income. And that's a great savings right there if you can get to that. The second thing is a health savings account. If you haven't started taking Medicare yet and you're in a high deductible medical plan, if you're over 55 and over, you can set aside $4,850 this year in that account by April 15th. What I love about these, Rochelle, is it's a triple tax advantage. You don't pay tax going in. The money grows tax-free in the account. And when you take it out for medical expenses that are approved medical expenses, it's not taxed then either. So it's a really great asset if you can shift money over there this year. The third thing is itemize. You might want to itemize. It depends on your situation, but the standard deduction is $27,500 if you're married filing jointly. And I think it's $13,500 for single filers. Now, if you've had a big medical bill, come on, you can easily exceed that. So it might be worth your time to talk to your accountant a little bit and find out if, in fact, your medical expenses bump you up over so it makes sense to itemize this year. The final thing is a lot of people forget about there's an extra standard deduction if you're 65 and over. Now, it's a smidge. I mean, really, it's not a huge amount. It ranges from $1,500 to $1,850, depending on your filing situation. But it's certainly worth a consideration. So I encourage everyone really to really scrutinize, where can I get a little bit off the top here? Because last year, in fact, was pretty good for some retirees.
And Kerry, some retirees sort of stick their heads in the sand and sort of stick things on autopilot. What's the biggest mistake they can make in this time so that, they don't, in case they end up missing out on a bunch of money when they don't have to?
Yeah, I think you really need to be proactive. And I love your discussion earlier about, do you work with an accountant or do you do it yourself? And if you choose to do it yourself, stay on top of these things because there are ways. And then I also think it's really important to look ahead. I think retirees this coming, for next year's tax season are going to find that those who are already taking their required minimum distributions from their retirement accounts are going to have bigger distributions next year. I mean, during this tax year, right, for 2024. So for next tax year, I'm confusing everyone, but 2025's tax bill may be a bit bigger. So right now, start looking at what you might be able to get some breaks during this year so that you will be in a better position next tax year.
Always have to plan ahead. Appreciate you always breaking that down for us. Our very own Kerry Hannon. Thank you.
Thank you.